Am I the asshole? For leaving a barcrawl early without my girlfriend? I just got home about 45 minutes ago and am currently dealing with my very pissed off GF. We have been dating since November after meeting off of Hinge. Every year, the weekend before St. Patrick's Day weekend, her friend from high school Dean has a birthday barcrawl. A lot of people go there, must have been like 40 people there. My GF has known Dean since high school and she even dated him for a bit then. We are much older now, so that doesn't bother me. What bothered me is that my GF basically barely talked to me the entire time we were there. We got to the pre-game around noon and went to the first bar at like 2 p.m. She kept running off with her friends and I didn't know a single person who was there. These aren't friends she sees that often, so I've never met them before. I spent most of my time at the first 3 bars looking for her. She was pretty drunk and hyper, and I know she was looking forward to seeing these friends, but it still felt like she ditched me. I even expressed to her that if she wanted to go without me it would be okay, because I am kind of shy and not great with large groups of people I don't know. She insisted that I go, however, so I did. Only for her to not be around me most of the time. When it came time to go to the third bar, I found her and told her I had an Uber coming back to my apartment and she can come over when she's done. I said I didn't care at all if she wanted to stay, but I was done and didn't really feel wanted at all. She tried to get me to stay, but I insisted it was all good, but I just wanted to leave. Now she is saying she's not gonna come over and she's mad at me for leaving. Even making snide remarks about how I don't let myself socialize. So was I an asshole here? Not the asshole. She was with a group of friends, so it isn't like you left her alone or even left without telling her. Me being a person that also isn't comfortable in large groups of unknown people, I probably would have done the same thing. 100 Not the asshole. She insisted you go, then ditched you. You told her you were going home before you left. She's now acting like an asshole. I'd consider this a red flag in a fairly new relationship. You're talking with a drunk person. This is a conversation to have when you're both sober. Nta, let her be mad. Don't engage with that conversation or go on the defensive. I will say that a relationship between an introvert and an extrovert takes a lot of love and consideration to work out ways for both people to be happy. She doesn't seem prepared to do that at all. She's in the mindset of my way of existing is perfect and anyone different is stupid, unless a longer term you're going to have to consider comparability issues. For this issue though, the only way to manage it is to stay strong and calm, don't apologize at all, and see if she comes around in a few days. No, not the asshole at all. I don't think anyone would enjoy being in a huge group of a bunch of people they didn't know. Also not sure why she would be upset with you leaving. Not the asshole sounds like she knew you are not a socializing person, you even told her to go without you but she insisted. You made it to the third bar, so you did try. I would have left probably at the first bar. She doesn't have to be up your ass, but to leave you with people you don't know is kinda rude. I mean, you had to find her just to tell her you were leaving. But worse of all is to make snide remarks. That's a major red flag. Nobody should be treated bad for being an introvert. I think you should really rethink your relationship with her being outgoing and you not. Getting pissed drunk isn't everyone's idea of fun. I'd have left. The only concern I'd have is how she would get home safely or have a place to sack out. Was there a designated driver? I don't get any "you're the asshole" posts. Ridiculous. She knew you were shy and not good with crowds, then left you. If she wanted to be with her friends you gave her that option, but she insisted you join her, then did nothing to help you socialize. Also, I can hold my liquor, but fuck me, starting at 2 p.m. is some psycho trailer park shit. Not the asshole. Brew, talk to her when she's sober. It's not worth fighting a drunk person. Extroverts are always telling the introverts that they need to step outside of their comfort zone. But why can't the extroverts ever make the zone comfortable? Not the asshole. And to be completely honest, after 25 I have no tolerance for being in a bar for more than 1 hour anyways. LMAO, I can't imagine. Not the asshole. You told her she could go alone, you made your feelings clear, and you invited her over after. Honestly, either learn from this for the future, like she should focus more on you, or you should stay home if you don't like big groups, or you should probably find a person who's more similar to you in social style. Not the asshole. Enough is enough. Maybe you're just not compatible as partners in a relationship. As others have said, this discussion in better had when sober, and everyone has the benefit of hindsight. Not the asshole. You went and she continually ditched you as she was excited to see her friends. She was rude to have you go, not knowing anyone and ditching you repeatedly. You said you were leaving, have fun, CYA later. She should have apologized for ditching you and said, I'll see you later. She is a walking red flag. Not the asshole. I've been both people in this situation. I think it's pretty easy for sober minds to make the compromise. But I do want to add, for you to say I'm not wanted at someone's birthday kind of makes you an ass. It's not about you, and it's okay to communicate that your social battery is drained and you'll catch up later. Then in sober minds you can tell her how you felt. Talk it through when they're sober, and hopefully she'll understand. Text her and say, I'm sorry if I've upset you. I want you to have a great time, we can talk more about it tomorrow. Not the asshole. Tell her you did go, but it's difficult to socialize with people you don't know, and the one person who could introduce you to these people and help you get to know them so you could socialize with them kept ditching you. Not the asshole. I'd question if she was using you as a token boyfriend to show off to her friends that she never sees. Like, also this entire thing screams awkward to me. I would have bailed way earlier. Actually, at the moment I realized that things are boring for me and not going to change, I would have told her and also left. Haha, good for you that you Ubered away. Not the asshole. I'm also uncomfortable in big groups that know each other when I'm the outsider and the person who invited me isn't hanging with me. You told her she could go alone, you told her you were leaving. Not everyone's ideal. Socializing is a massive bar crawl. You didn't stop her from what she wanted to do, you still tried it because she wanted you to. And you let her know you were done, but she could still keep having a good time herself. Seems reasonable to me. If you'd silently ditched her it would be different, but you communicated everything. Not the asshole. Let this be a lesson to you. I always lay out my escape plan before agreeing to go, and I let every pertinent person know. I think there are no holes here. You are shy, and she probably knows this and wanted you to socialize. She got drunk and carried away, and thus you left because you felt uncomfortable. Sure, she could have tried to help you more, but those are friends she hadn't seen on a long time. It's St. Patrick's Day, and she is drunk. You could have tried to be more social, but you weren't expecting things to go as they did, and you are shy, so coming out of your shell isn't easy for you either. Not the asshole. This happens to plenty of couples. It's a mistake on her part for sure, but tonight isn't the time to debate with each other. Try to cool down and talk to her about it tomorrow. Hopefully you realize it was an accident, that she got carried away with friends, and she realizes she left you high and dry plus got defensive cause she didn't want to be the problem. I truly believe these are honest mistakes that people end relationships over when they don't need to, mostly out of pride or stubbornness about being more right than the other person. Join the introverts Redditors. People often mistake introverts as being shy or antisocial. Definitely not the case. Not the asshole. Probably should end things now. I had a boyfriend that would do just about this exact same thing to me. He was insanely attractive and outgoing, and people gravitated towards him, always leaving me alone knowing no one. Eventually it came out that he did it on purpose and even told some of his friends to not engage with me. He wanted me to be more outgoing, so he decided he would train me to socialize with strangers. I still check in on him now and then to see if he ever runs for office or something that requires a wife who can work a room. Not the asshole. I've done what your GF has done, and looking back, I was TAH. She should have just gone out with her friends herself.